name is Scott Mueller, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to make the most amazing key lime pie. Now, this is a recipe that I've been making for a while, and after making it recently, I knew that I had to share this with you guys. Let's go over the ingredients. Come on in. So what we have right here are some sheets of graham crackers. We have some vanilla extract, some butter, some sugar, lots of limes. We're going to need more than this. We have some sweetened condensed milk and some heavy cream. All right, so let's talk about this really quick. Right now I have the oven preheated at 350 degrees for our crust. This can actually be a no-bake key lime pie, but I choose to put the crust inside of the oven for a little bit just to get a nice golden brown on it. So I'm going to clean some of this stuff up, and then we're going to start working on our crust. Okay, so right here, all I have is my food processor. I'm just going to add inside of the food processor my graham crackers. I'm just breaking them up a little bit to give them a head start. And then I'm going to unwrap and add inside my butter. And then my vanilla extract. And we're going to kind of pulse this a little bit until we have just a bunch of little crumbles. So I'll show you what that looks like. All right, this is looking great. So, as you can see, this is what you're looking for. Just some coarse crumbs, but when you kind of put them in your fingers and smush them together, you're going to get something to mold together. All right, so all I have here is a 9x9 tart pan, and I sprayed it with just a little bit of non-stick spray. I'm going to take that out. I'm just going to flatten this down as much as I can. I'm just going to pat this down a little bit, make sure it goes all around the rim, and I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. All right, so I'm just finishing up. What I did here, I took a piece of parchment paper, I put this on top of the crust, and I took something with a flat surface just to push it down to even out our graham cracker crust. Just kind of gets a little difficult with your hands, and I found that that works great. So my graham crackers are evenly distributed, and they're going around the rim of my pan. Now all I'm going to do, like I said, this is optional. I'm going to pop this in my preheated oven at 350 degrees for about 8 to 10 minutes, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. So I just took my crust out of the oven. It was in there for about 10 minutes. And what we're looking for is just a little bit of golden brown around the rim. It just adds a little crunch, and I think it makes everything come together just that much nicer. So I'm just going to put this aside so we can work on our filling. So I've already started, but what I'm doing is I'm rolling my limes, and then I am cutting them, and what we're looking for is about 3/4 cup of lime juice. Now you can use key limes, but number one for me, they're hard to find. Number two, they're very small, so you're going to be sitting here and squeezing limes all day long, and I don't want to really do that. And I think that it tastes exactly the same, so I'm going to use limes, but you can do whatever you want to do. All right, so I got really close to getting 3/4 cup. We have the last lime right here. What I'm going to do is add some lime zest inside of our juice. And then I'm going to actually juice this lemon, and then we'll have exactly the amount of juice that we need. That looks good. Slice this one open. Get our juice out of there. And then now it's time for us to work on our filling. That brought us right up to the line. So we're going to add our sweetened condensed milk. This stuff is so good. There we go. I'm going to add my lime juice and lime zest. Get all that stuff out of there. My sugar. And now I'm just going to take my mixing attachment, throw it on my, throw it on my mixer, and let this mix until everything's really nicely incorporated and really creamy. All right, this looks great. Want to get all that good stuff off. There we go. All right, now all I'm going to do is take my spatula and just pour this right inside of our tart pan. Oh my goodness, this smells so good. You can smell the fragrance from the limes. We want every single bit of that. All right, and now you can just kind of spread it out. And now all I'm going to do is put this inside of the fridge so it can chill for a little bit. And in the meantime, I'm going to start working on our topping. Okay, so we just put our pie in the refrigerator for a little bit, just so we can work on our topping. All I'm going to do is add my heavy cream inside of a bowl. I'm going to put this under my mixer, so we can reach the halfway mark before we reach stiff peaks. I don't know why I lost the terminology there right before, but now that we've reached soft peaks, we can start adding our sugar inside, and we can also add our juice of 1 lime and zest of 1 lime. And now we can go and continue mixing to reach stiff peaks. I'll show you what it looks like when we're done. All right, I think we reached stiff peaks, but there's only one way for us to find out, and that is by putting that on top of our head and nothing's there, which means that we did it. I'm going to go get my pie out from the refrigerator, and we're going to put some of this topping right on top. Plop this right on top. And I'm just going to gently spread this around. Now, when it comes to me making my key lime pie, I like to put it all the way around. I don't like to just do it in the center. So here we go. Just be patient and work with it. It's gonna look like it's never going to work, but you just gotta trust me on this. All right, so I just finished putting my topping on, and now I have to just put it inside of the refrigerator for about 6 hours so it can come and completely chill. Don't slice and do it early. You gotta be patient, or else you're just going to have one big liquidy mess. So I'm going to go plop this inside of the refrigerator for about 6 hours, and I will see you when it's done and ready to be eaten. All right, my pie just came out of the refrigerator. It was in there for 6 hours. Now I want you to come and look at this. It looks like absolute perfection. And this was made in the kitchen. So you might be saying, there are now whipped cream dollops on there and there are now lime wedges. All I did was make a little bit of whipped cream, go around, put a few dollops around the edge, and then throw some lime slices in there just for presentation. I'll leave that in the recipe down below, but that's completely optional. Now the last thing I'm going to do is just put a little bit of lime zest right on top just to get some color and that last little bit of lime flavor, because after all, it is a key lime pie. Now I'm going to go ahead and cut myself a slice because I deserve one. Oh my goodness. The first slice is always the hardest, I'll tell you that. You want to make sure that you hear that crunch and that break of the crust. That's how you know you made it through. Oh my goodness. I think we made it. Here we go. You ready? Here we go. Do you see that? Come here. Look at that crust, and you got the filling. This looks, words do not describe how good this looks. I need a fork. There's no more forks. All right, I got my fork. I'm so ready. Here we go. Here we go. Fork drop. Oh my goodness. This is so, it is creamy. The lime is, you can taste the lime so well. So much flavor. The crust is fantastic. I really think the graham cracker crust goes really great with this. I know some people use other types of crust, whether it's pie crust or other types of cookies. This is it. I wouldn't do it any other way. You have got to make this. It does take a little bit of time, but it is so worth it. You guys have definitely got to try making this for your friends and family. You will be the talk of the town. Lucky for you, the recipe is down below. If you do try it, make sure you take a picture and send it to me. I'd love to see it. As always, thank you so much for spending today with me in the kitchen. Until next time, bye-bye.